Tom Bower reveals what he believes is Prince Harry's greatest nightmare. It is the fear that continues to trouble Prince Harry every single day and the reason he can never truly rest in peace. Bower does not hold anything back as he uncovers every detail.
Modern monarchy. Well, a modern monarchy can't include Prince Archie, Princess Lilibet. They've got to remove the titles. They've got to constrain it, and that really is what Harry rightly fears, that he will just be Mr. Harry Windsor.
According to Bower, Harry's nightmare did not start today. It began the moment he realized that Prince William would one day inherit the throne and eventually become king. From that point on, Harry believed everything could one day come to an end for him because he felt his brother would have little or no desire to welcome him back into the royal family after everything that had taken place.
That I always thought that when William became king, he'd just banish Harry, but I think he'll banish them both and take their titles away. And now Harry might even wonder, will he take the prince title away, just to make absolutely sure there's no connection with the royal family and also his children. The Montecito couple are potentially a grave threat to the British monarchy, which altogether.
Harry fears losing whatever influence he still has within the monarchy because Prince William has always been clear about his belief in a smaller and more streamlined royal family. William's vision for the future does not include a place for Harry to return as a working royal, and that reality continues to weigh heavily on Harry's mind.
Ticking. Once the king departs, I think the new king, Prince William, he wants to slim down and clean up the monarchy.
At the moment, Harry and Meghan continue to present themselves as members of the royal family because of one important reason, and that is their royal titles. One of Harry's greatest fears today is the possibility of losing those titles, and it is a concern that never seems to leave his mind. He worries that one day he could become nothing more than an ordinary private citizen without the special status that comes with being a prince. If that ever happens, many of the privileges tied to his royal position could disappear, and instead of being recognized around the world as Prince Harry, he could simply be known as...
The biggest fear is that he's about to become irrelevant as soon as Prince George hits 18. He's got a limited window to be relevant at all. He's not worried about press. He's worried about fading out as an irrelevant royal. He loves it. She loves it.
He also worries about Archie and Lilibet and whether their titles could become a problem in the future. Harry understands that without a strong royal connection, much of the Sussex brand would lose its appeal. Their titles draw attention, create opportunities, and help support many of their projects. Without that royal identity, Harry and Meghan could lose much of the credibility they currently rely on.
Now, Prince Harry is reportedly very sad that Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet are missing out on life with the rest of their family, and that the extensive family network that their cousins are enjoying, while his children aren't. I don't know what this spoiled brat expects. What did he expect when he uprooted his family and went to live in Montecito, and constantly slams the royal family? I don't think he realizes how daft he really is. And I mean, he is very daft. If you've read Spare, the guy is like low IQ. Like, he's not the sharpest tool.
As time goes on, any chance of reconciling with the royal family seems to grow more difficult. Harry may still believe that King Charles could be willing to forgive him one day. However, according to Tom Bower, Harry's greatest concern is Prince William. He fears that William will be far more difficult to reconcile with because the trust within the palace has completely fallen apart.
And also the pressure he's under from William, who does not want to inherit a mess. He wants the stables clean.
After everything that has happened, bringing Harry back into the royal family would be viewed as a major risk. Prince William is expected to protect the future of the monarchy, and according to Bower, he is unlikely to let anyone cause further disruption once he becomes king. Harry has damaged so many important relationships over the years that repairing them now seems almost impossible because the real issue is that the trust between them has completely expected to protect the future of the monarchy. And according to Bower, he is unlikely to let anyone cause further disruption.
And because of all the briefing and reversals and
Harry has damaged so many important relationships over the years that repairing them now seems almost impossible because the real issue is that the trust between them has completely
anonymous,
broken down.
He'll notice
Part
the
8,
video.
according to Bauer, another major fear Harry lives with is the possibility of having to make a public apology. If a reconciliation with the royal family ever became possible, Harry knows he would likely have to admit that many of the things he said and did against the family were wrong. He would also have to address the Oprah interview where many controversial claims were made and acknowledge that some of those statements caused significant harm. He might even be expected to apologize for the Netflix documentary, including the scene in which Meghan mocked the late Queen by performing an exaggerated curtsy.
This is a big deal. I mean, Americans will understand this. We have medieval times, dinner and tournament. It was like that. Like I curtsied as though I was like, pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty. Like, was that okay?
He could also be expected to apologize for revealing private family conversations in his memoir Spare, and perhaps even apologize to the British public for turning personal family issues into a global spectacle. According to Bauer, whenever Harry thinks about these possibilities, they become another source of anxiety because he believes Harry finds it very difficult to admit when he has been wrong. Bauer argues that Harry's pride makes the idea of offering such a public apology incredibly challenging.
They did say, I don't want Harry back, but if I had to take him back, he would need to apologize to his family publicly, and he would have to apologize to the United Kingdom. Can you see a world where he is humble enough to do that?
No, I can't, because I think he's too stupid to do it. I think that to actually calculate, I've got to eat humble pie, I've got to admit it's been a mistake, demands intelligence, it demands courage, it demands also self-awareness.
Harry also fears that his public image may already have been permanently damaged. After years of interviews, documentaries, television appearances, legal battles, and public statements, many people have started to question nearly everything he says. Every new interview is carefully examined, and many are no longer willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. According to Bauer, Harry worries that restoring the public's trust could now be almost impossible, and that fear continues to stay with him wherever he goes.
Slain, he caused his own, is a reputational suicide, let's put it no milder than that.
Right.
And he has now got to find a way somehow to save himself.
Another fear that continues to trouble Harry is the future of the Invictus Games. He worries that the day may come when the organization no longer views him as its leading figure, and instead reduces his role to that of an ordinary board member or supporter rather than one of its main public faces. The upcoming Birmingham Games have become a crucial test for him. He must either succeed in rebuilding confidence in the event or face the risk of watching everything begin to fall.
It's in Birmingham, which is a Muslim-dominated city, and Invictus has got a team from the Israeli army. So that's going to be a problem
There
for
could
him.
be a clash there you're concerned
Well,
about.
of course, there'll be more than a clash. There'll be real trouble. But of course, he's trying to leverage the Invictus Games, which the government has given money to, because after all, it's a very worthwhile cause for injured servicemen, with his own return with Meghan, who will use it to promote herself.
There are already growing concerns about funding, security arrangements, public protests, and the increasing controversy surrounding Meghan's involvement. Many people believe the focus has shifted away from the wounded veterans and toward Harry and Meghan themselves. Instead of honoring injured servicemen and women, much of the public discussion now centers on celebrity appearances. Harry knows that the Invictus Games are widely seen as his greatest achievement, and if the event suffers serious damage, one of the most important parts of his public legacy could be affected as well. That possibility continues to weigh heavily on his mind.
Ceases to be involved in the Invictus Games. All the sponsors will be back. Just imagine if Sir David Beckham was the head of the Invictus.
Oh, wow.
It'll be bigger than the World Cup. Boeing, they will literally, and Airbus. All of those guys will be
This
back.
is no longer just a nightmare. According to Bauer, it has now become Harry's reality. He is facing financial pressure, which is something he always feared would eventually happen. One of Harry's greatest fears is running out of money because he believes that losing wealth also means losing influence. That is why he continues to pursue public attention, media coverage, interviews, and speaking engagements in the hope of attracting new sponsors and business opportunities. He also wants to stay involved in charitable work because it helps keep his public profile visible. However, at the moment, he is connected to only a few major charitable projects, and even those are dealing with their own difficulties. Harry always feared this day would arrive, and according to Bauer, that moment has finally come as the nightmare he once imagined has gradually become his reality.
Meghan and Harry's crisis, completely of their own making, is they have no major projects, no major money earners. And so they're more desperate than ever. And I think that they don't know what to do other than to try and come back to Britain and rebuild themselves as some sort of members of the royal family.
Tom Bauer also believes Harry fears becoming completely irrelevant. His influence continues to fade, and the royal connections he once relied on are becoming fewer with each passing year. Senior members of the royal family rarely appear alongside him anymore because they want to avoid creating more controversy. Harry now has less access to the monarchy than ever before, and the support he once received from palace officials has disappeared. Even the Invictus Games, which previously enjoyed clear public backing from the royal family, no longer receive the same level of support. Harry is fully aware of these changes, and according to Bauer, they leave him questioning whether his place in public life is slowly slipping.
We accept it, but there's no way, in my view, that William and Kate are ever going to accept Meghan back. And that's finished. And I think the events with Andrew show that the Sussexes have a survival problem now with their titles. So I think that Harry's problem is that he desperately needs a foothold in Britain. He knows he's got to secure it in his father's lifetime.
One of Harry's greatest concerns is seeing the royal family continue to move forward successfully without him. According to Bauer, Harry believed that his departure would leave a significant gap within the monarchy. Instead, he has watched Prince William continue preparing for the throne, Princess Catherine remain one of the most popular members of the royal family, and King Charles carry on with his royal duties. The institution has adjusted, new responsibilities have been shared among the remaining working royals, and life inside the palace has continued as normal. Harry now finds himself looking on from the outside, and seeing the monarchy move ahead without him has become one of the most difficult realities for him to accept.
Family is now in a stronger position without the grifters.
Bauer believes Prince Harry's greatest nightmare is not simply losing a court case or dealing with another wave of negative headlines. His deepest fear is realizing that the monarchy has learned to carry on without him. As Prince William prepares for the future and the royal family continues moving forward, Harry risks becoming not a central figure in royal history, but an outsider watching that history unfold from a distance. According to Bauer, that is the fear that troubles Harry more than anything else. What do you think? Should Harry and Meghan lose their royal titles? Share your opinion in the comments.